All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, our two great kings. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down that rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I just want to do a short lesson of however long the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai allows it to go. And I want to name the video, "The Beef Between Babylon and Russia Continues to Escalate." All right, and or whatever title Yahweh Shai sees fit, I'll use. No, that's kind of a lengthy title. The Lord shorten, give me a shorter title, I'll go with that shorter title. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. But Lord wills, brothers, can see on the screen. The motivation for this lesson comes from this the front page of the Drudge Report. All right, and I want to focus on these 3 articles here. I'm not going to read them. I just want to read the titles of the articles. All right. Lord wills, brothers, can see on the screen. The first article reads, "Trump angry at Putin grows." All right. Again, Trump anger at Putin grows. All right, that's the first one. The second one is U.S. and Russia clash in public. All right, and the third one is for peace, which is Vladimir Putin. All right, the guy you see right here on the screen, wants NATO enlargement halted. All right, so this is just more fuel being added to the fire between Babylon the Great and Russia, which we know ultimately Russia is going to spearhead the destruction of Babylon the Great, right along with the other nations such as America's own allies, NATO and the EU, and the Northern Atlantic Treaty Organization and the European Union, also taking part in this destruction, right along with nations like Iran or Iran, all right, and China more than likely, and other nations, all right, that have nuclear weapons, all right, are all going to shoot missiles on this place and destroy it. But Russia will spearhead it. All right, Russia will be the main land or the main country that destroys this place. All right. So again, it says Trump anger at Putin grows. U.S. and Russia clash in public. For peace, Vlad wants NATO enlargement halted. All right. And people, you know, when Trump has said before in the past, he wants America and Russia to get along, which that'll never happen because again, Russia is going to spearhead the destruction of this place. All right. Russia is going to lead the way to the destruction of this place, so to speak. All right. Right along again with America's own allies, the NATO and the European Union. All right. So this thing between Russia and America will never end. They'll always be at odds with each other. All right. They'll always be at odds with each other, even though they might seem like they might be on the same page a little bit. All right. Rather it's Putin congratulating Trump or whatever, or Trump giving Putin props or whatever or something. At the end of the day, it's always going to be animosity and a problem between them. All right, why? Because the prophecies say that they have to go to war with each other. All right, they have to fight each other. All right, the Lord said in Revelation the 6th chapter, all right, that given to the red horse, which the red horse represents Esau, as a great sword, that they should kill one another. And they did that all through their past, throughout the Roman Empire. All right, throughout the Greek Empire, they was at odds with each other, fighting each other. All right, and it's no difference today. All right, it's no different today. They should all be on the same page with each other, but they're always at war with each other. They're always trying to kill each other or push one out the way. All right, and that's why it's dangerous. All right, that's why it's dangerous to deal with Esau. All right, we tell our people it's dangerous to deal with Esau or try to come together with Esau, because at the end of the day, take a little walk here, because at the end of the day, all right, war is always in his heart, even towards his own brother. So how much more towards you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians. All right, but again, there'll always be problems between America and Russia. All right, why? Because biblical prophecy has to come to pass, and biblical prophecy says that they're going to fight each other, and in that war, all right, in the Third World War, they're going to fight each other. And in that war, they're going to launch missiles at each other. And America, which is Babylon the Great, will be completely and utterly annihilated, all right, by way of Russia and those other nations, all right, that have nuclear weapons. All right. This is verse 1. I think I had to stop that shit, man. Salaki, brothers. All right, it stopped anyway. It says, this is Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 1. And the word of the Lord came into me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against God, in the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesied against it. Right, when you look at an ancient map, all right, or you look at when you look at an ancient map, all right, the land that Russia occupies today is the land of Gog, all right, of Gog and Magog, all right. But this is talking about, this is a future prophecy, all right. The people that occupy that land today, all right, are the Russians, and that's who this prophecy is speaking about. It's speaking about Russia, all right. It's speaking on Russia, all right, because they occupy that land today. And again, this is a future prophecy. So it says, Son of man, set thy face against Gog in the land of Magog, and the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesied against it, and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks in thy jaw, and I will bring thee forth, and all thy armies and horsemen, horses and horsemen, and all of them clothed with all sorts of armory, even a great company with bucklers and shield, all of them handling swords. Right, so the Lord said he's going to put hooks in thy jaw and turn thee back. All right, meaning no matter how hard they try, they could come to an agreement. They can give each other props. All right, they could try their best not to step on each other's toes, but basically they're always going to step on each other's toes, which mainly America is always going to be stepping on Russia's toes. All right, and force them, and at the end of the deal, it's going to force them to come up against this place and destroy this place. All right, so peace between Russia and America would never happen. All right. So it says, with a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia, which is the Iranians, Ethiopia, and Libya, with them, all of them with shields and helmets. Gomer and all his bands, and the house of Tomar and the northern quarters, and all his bands, and many people with you. All right, so yeah, slack it, brothers. Shit, man. Chill out, brothers. Yeah. All right, do this. So yeah, they're always going to be at odds with each other. They're always going to step on each other's toes, and ultimately, it's going to lead to them going to war with each other. All right, right along with these nations that it just said. It said Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, with them, all of them with shields and helmets. Gomer and all his bands, and the house of Tomar and the northern quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. And thou shalt prepare and prepare for thyself, and thou and all thy companies, and they are assembled unto thee, and thou shalt be a guard unto them. Right, because Russia is a guard unto these lesser nations, like Iran. All right, they really can't deal with America by themselves. All right, but joining forces, all these nations joining forces against America. All right, they're going to take this place out. Which again, Russia spearheading the attack. All right. So again, they're always going to be at odds with each other. There's always going to be something between them. All right, no matter, what anybody tries to do. All right, because it's prophecy. It's all prophecy. Nobody can stop prophecy. Starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and brothers ranking on down. All right, because I hear a lot of talk out there, rather it's from some YouTuber or some other nigga out there thinking they can slow down or stop prophecy. You can't slow down or stop prophecy, man. It's unstoppable. Prophecy is unstoppable. That's a lesson. Lord willing, me do that later when I get off of work with a guy at the plantation. All right. Tonight, that's a good topic for tonight. Lord will, the Lord will, give me some precepts on that. But yeah, prophecy is unstoppable, man. All right. Prophecy is unstoppable. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 1. The word of the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. And this is talking about Babylon the Great, aka America. Verse 2. Declare ye among the nations, and publish and set up the standard. Publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken, Baal is confounded, Metrodech is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces. For out of the north there come up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate. And this land that is talking about out of the north is talking about Russia. All right, when you look on the map, Russia on that side of the world is northern. So this is talking about Russia. All right. For out of the north there come up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein, and they should remove and they should depart both man and beast from it. Right? Because again, even though other nations are going to be all in destruction, Russia is going to be the main nation that the Lord is going to use to demolish this place. All right, lay this place waste. All right, we can't wait. We can't wait for that day. All right, so this is beautiful, man. Again, Trump's anger at Putin grows. U.S. and Russia clash in public. For peace, Vlad wants NATO enlargement halted. All right, so we're cheerleading for this. We're cheerleading that they continue to stay pissed at each other. They continue, all right, to not be able to get on the same page or agree on anything, which they're not going to. All right, again, they're always going to step on each other's toes, which America, really America, is always going to be stepping on Russia's toes. All right, and the Most High is going to keep that spirit of hatred between them until ultimately the Most High puts the spirit on them, put that evil thought in their mind to fire them nukes off on this place and make it desolate. All right, after the Karagma comes, all right, which is coming really soon. All right, after the MOTB is made mandatory, all right, then ultimately that's what's going to happen. Russia and America and them different these other different nations that have nuclear weapons, all right, are all going to fire missiles on America and lay it waste. All right, and that's what's going to happen. All right, so with that, I got to get ready to go clock in. With that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory again unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadashi, double honors again to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to you brothers that push this truth and sincerity. With that, I'm going to say Shalom.